Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love, to Astro Fenixx, flying into the moment yet again and radiating love as always. I had a couple of messages that were coming through today, but the one that prevailed was the one that is this: become more of a creator than a consumer. Simple, right? Become more of a creator than a consumer. To put it simply, a lot of you out there are looking for stories and entertainment that hasn't been created yet, because you are the one to create it. A lot of you are looking for videos and stories to put out there, narratives to be put out there, because you relate to it and you want to know what someone else says, but it's not there yet. You have to be the one to create it. I just got done watching a video like in the middle of the night, right? And it was an individual who was trans, and then they detransitioned or something like that, right? And she was like, she's biologically female, and she was essentially saying that, she was looking for all this information about how she felt and see if other people related to it, but she couldn't really find too much information. She made a video herself, 1.3 million views, and that was back in she made that the summer of last year. Crazy, right? And then she has 95,000 subscribers. Look at that. You got to make it yourself. And in fact, look at what today happens to be. Did I just take a picture on accident? I think I did. Anyways. Got March 8th, the day of nonconformity. The power is there. We only have to plug into it. And look what the dice roll for today is. We have the North Node in Capricorn in the 7th house. Now, a lot of people definitely want to look at this from a relationship aspect, because it is the 7th house. The 7th house naturally ruled by Libra, which is about relationships, but it's also about receiving. It's also, in many ways, it's a sign of expression too, expressing our value and our truth in a sense, right? And here's the funny thing though, there's a lot of other interesting influences here. Saturn, of course, is exalted in the 7th house, so that's kind of nice, right? But there's also some Aquarian influence here, because Saturn also likes to be in Aquarius. Cold rules Aquarius. And today is a day of non-conformity, meaning that it is time for you to actually put your voice out there. It's time for you to create that thing. Whether you want to put it out there like this, like on a YouTube video or whatever it is, but it is time for you to create that thing that you are looking for, that you are seeking. Instead of waiting for someone else to do it, it is time for you to do it. What this is, the North Node at Capricorn of the 7th house, what this role means is it's you evaluating your relationship to that which is already established. Now, this could be relationships, but this could also be business, this could be money, this can be politics. And the North Node is here, which means there's a lot of power here as well. And the North Node is very much so a unique kind of energy, whereas the South Node plays more out into the masses. The North Node is, in many ways, fate and destiny, if you will, right? You have a very unique, in particular, destiny, because you are the only you. You are the only you, which means that there is an entire story, an entire legacy and legend that only you can tell and that only you can express. So today is about reestablishing that relationship with the unique, legendary power that is you. So don't wait for anyone else to create it. If there is a book that you want to read that doesn't exist, write that book. Right? If there is a job, a unique job that you want to do and you're looking for opportunities out here, but you can't quite find it, create that job, make that business, right? Or at the very least, take the first step. Today is about taking the first step towards that. For myself, how does this relate to me? I've been told many times by my guides that it's time for me to start creating more content instead of consuming more content. It's even gotten to the point where I have to detox. And it's not like I'm sitting here just consuming content all the time, whatever like that. I've actually reduced quite a bit. I've been sort of in this weird, chill, zen mode. Almost sort of I've gone into hibernation, if you will. But this is also Mars Gemini. So this is the time, if anything, if there's ever been a time to act on something, now's the time. And you're not going to necessarily get it overnight. I know Mars Gemini is going to be a very quick-witted energy, a very I want results now kind of energy. Otherwise, I'm going to get bored. You still got to remember You know, we do have all this energy still in Aquarius. We do have quite a bit of energies. We do have Uranus that's still in Taurus, right? So, yes, the inspirations are going to come fast. The thoughts are going to come fast, and there's going to be a desire for things to change now and to be what they are right now. And this is actually how I'm going to swing in the other message, is that when it comes to spirituality, spirituality is a road trip. It's a road trip. It's not getting on a plane and going to your destination, or even getting on a train and going to your destination. It is a road trip. It is a road trip that is planned and unplanned at the same time. Because when you go on a road trip, you're going to see things that you otherwise wouldn't have seen when you're just flying up in the air. And we like to think that that's how we ascend, right? You know, by getting way up, high up into the air. Ascend, to rise. But spirituality is a road trip. And even if you're not necessarily per se spiritual, whatever it is that you're working for is a road trip. That book that you want to write, that business that you want to create, that relationship that you want to grow in, it is a road trip. It's not, you can't just fly to your destination. It's not a 5-hour plane ride. It's not even a 24-hour plane ride, okay? It is a road trip. And sometimes, say you're going from like, I'm in Georgia, say if I wanted to go to like Japan or something, I gotta drive all the way to California, then I gotta get into a boat. And probably go to Hawaii first, you know, probably stop in Hawaii on the way, and then head up to Japan, you know what I mean? But you get what I'm saying. Spirituality is a road trip. It's not going to happen automatically, and there are going to be some things that randomly come up. And generally, vacations can be a bit frustrating and stressful, right? They can be. They're not supposed to be, but it happens. But why is it that road trips generally lead to the most excitement, spontaneity, randomness? You learn so much more about yourself through a road trip. So, you are a legend, a very unique legend. So, if you do not see that which you want to consume in this world, if you will, create it yourself. Make it yourself. And also remember, that is a road trip. It's not going to be overnight. It's not automatic. And that's okay, because the purpose of the road trip is to enjoy the entire journey and not to just be anticipating getting to our destination. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.